Hello, welcome back to the Sewing Circle. My name is Leslie and this is Friday Sews. Welcome back. Today we are looking at two patterns to make a matching cord set for summer. Now I've been looking around at all these ideas for summer shorts and summer cord sets, and I've been really drawn to these shorts made out of toweling. So I took a little trip to Walmart. So I'm heading into our local Walmart to see what they've got. I remember seeing some striped towels here, and I'm thinking I would like to pick up a couple of their striped beach towels to make myself a little beachy shorts and top set. So let's go in and see what they've got. Seeing all these beautiful beach towels. Oh, look at the stripes. Okay, so $4.97. Looking at the lavender, I really like lavender. These have got a lot of cotton in them. So I think a couple of these, 58 by 28. I'm gonna need a couple of these. But I think that this could be a great idea for what I'm looking for. Look at all the cute beach towels they've got. So many options. This is nice. I like this. How would this go? Ooh, I'm kind of liking that. This would make a nice top. And the stripe a nice shorts. I don't know. What do you think? They've also got this swirly, but this is not really the vibe I'm looking for. I'm really liking that pop of orange with the lavender, and I feel like that this could make really nice ties for the top. Let's see, and this towel is a lot bigger. It's 72 by 36, so 70 is like a yard by like a yard and a quarter. What's it made of? Okay, it's 83% cotton. Okay, I think that I'm gonna go with these. It's gonna be fun. I'm really loving all the spring stripes in shorts and pants and outfits. So I'm really thinking I'm gonna go ahead and go with the stripes. But I do like the kind of the starfish vibe on the other beach towel. It's got like all of this, very subtle, very light. So now I'm gonna see if they have any orange seam binding that would match that. Okay, I'm looking kind of close. They've got this one. There's also a lighter. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Look at the lemons. I love those. Let's see. I was just checking really quick to see if something stood out to me for this project that would be really cool. I do love that. That could be cool on another project that I'm working on, a little jacket project. I don't know, I'll have to keep that in mind. There's only one left, but for $5, I don't know if I want to spend $5 on that right now. Keep that in mind. I think what I'm going to do is make the top for this set with the ties, and I think I'm going to go with No, I still like the orange. We're gonna go crazy with using some orange on that. Just gonna check and see if there's anything else that just kind of Sometimes there's just something that'll stand out that goes with something you're working on, and all of a sudden your creative brain just goes crazy with ideas. Got a lot of little pre-cuts now. At my Walmart, there's not a lot of cutting happening. Most of what you're going to buy and find here are pre-cuts. So, not really seeing anything here that stands out. Again, they have a lot of pre-cuts here. I did recently pick up a couple of these pre-cut fabrics, but it doesn't look like they've gotten anything new in. After I got back, I started looking through my patterns, and I decided that for the shorts, we'd be using McCalls 8063 View A. Adorable shorts with the patch on pockets, and I just love this pattern. I look forward to making it over and over. Now, it does say there that this is a learn to sew pattern, which I love that because I want to encourage people to learn to sew. If you don't know how to sew, or if you're a new sewist, keep sewing. So this is a pattern to pick up. Pajama pants, pull-on pants, elastic waist shorts are one of the easiest things to put together for this time of year. So grab this pattern. This is a great one. So I really loved it. I ended up baking a size medium, which I ended up modifying, and I want to show you. These are my shorts, and I will be sharing photos of this whole outfit, including the bag I made to match it, at the end of this video. Now, a couple of things I modified on these shorts. You can see I have the patch pockets on the front, but I did not use the elastic in the front band. And the reason why is because this is a bulkier fabric. This pattern calls for a medium weight fabric, and I wanted it to look flattering on me while still being an absorbent pull-on short for poolside. Now, so you can see I ran the elastic in the back casing, but the front casing I left untouched. I love that. It's much more flattering for me in this type of a short. I also made the back patch pockets much bigger. I wanted them to be really big and flattering on such a bulky short, and a bigger pocket makes a bulky short look smaller. I also ended up adding an additional piece of fabric along the sides here, right here in this purple stripe. This is actually pieced in because these shorts ended up being just a little bit too small. I wanted them also to be extra roomy and flary at my legs, and I wanted to give especially a little more extra because I forgot to pre-wash my towels. So these have not been washed. So my set will shrink a little bit, so I went ahead and made it a little bit more roomy than I really wanted it. This pattern is great. It has you piece together the front crotch first. So you've got your crotch seam running this way first before you sew up the side seams, which I love because then I could step into them and pin up the sides. And I'll pop a picture here of me in it with the sides pinned, and you can see it just wasn't roomy enough for what I needed. So these turned out great. I also ended up adding a little tag. This little tag with a little bow is on everything I made for this matching set. Let's talk about the top. McCalls 8563. Now this top is amazing. I actually really enjoyed making this. I made View A with the little flutter sleeves, and I put 2 ties on it. I did end up using twill tape along the neckline instead of the interfacing and the flip-in lining because I wanted this to be as little extra bulk as possible. So you can see I placed the edge of the towel to the front edge of the top, so I would get that finished edge of the towel right here in orange, which I love. And then I just use the twill tape, and the way you do that is you put the twill tape right sides together on the top of your neckline, top stitch it in, then flip it inside and press it and pin it, and then top stitch the outside for a very nice finished twill edge. I do that quite often if I don't want extra bulk or if I'm working with a fabric that might have too much stretch. The other thing I did was I used just a regular, this stretch knit lavender for the flutter sleeves because I really wanted them to flutter and I didn't think the toweling would really cause that kind of flutter. As you can see, I went ahead and did a lettuce edge finish on that, which the way you do that is you use a stretch knit and a little tiny zigzag, and you just zigzag along the edge, and as you zigzag your edge, you pull it so it gets a little stretch behind it, and when you release it, it gives that beautiful finished lettuce edge. The bottom of this top is finished with that bias tape we picked up just to match up with that orange on the front. And then I went ahead and made the ties from the bias tape as well because this orange was a little bit too bulky to tie and I didn't want it to be more bulky. So this top turned out so adorable. I did put the little patch on the corner front of this top. Now I had a little bit of fabric left over, and so I decided to make a little beach bag to match. This is the beach bag. I just cut out one long continuous rectangle, and I did piece this piece to make it a little bit deeper. Sewed the sides, wrong sides together, then flipped it and sewed it right sides together to create a finished interior seam called a French seam. Then I just made a tubing handle out of the striped fabric, and here we have a little bag for going to the beach, and look at that little adorable tag on that one. The corners of the bottom I sewed at an angle from corner to corner so that we would get just a flat bottom bag. Perfect size for just running around on your vacation. It's gonna match my set, or I can just take it by itself and wash and use, and just really fun to make little extra things to go with our outfits. Okay, now let's go outside and model this cord set. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you will try both of these colors.